Frank Bird. I want to say how much the park means to us and all the extended Bird family, and how much we appreciate the trustees' reservations' work to maintain the beautiful landscape, because it is really important. And how much the community cares so much for it, particularly seeing Mike White and his wife Sue, who have invested so generously in the park and that he grew up in and loved so much. Our family, represented here by so many cousins who came from around the country for this celebration, this park represents to us the 200-year legacy of the Bird family here in Walpole. George Bird began making paper on the banks of the Neponset River in 1795, settled here in Walpole in 1805. His descendants expanded the operation, making shoe boxes for the shoe industry. And at the end of the 19th century, Charles Sumner Bird invented the first manufacturing of the asphalt shingle. But what I think is most impressive was Charles Sumner Bird's commitment to his work, to his workers. He led the way nationally to go from a grueling 12-hour shift to an 8-hour shift. He was without any pay cut, and was among the few who didn't cut back the salaries. He provided his workers with health benefits, funds for housing, and he created recreational fields for workers, and so much more. He despised factory owners who profited from child labor. Now, just a brief word about our grandfather. My grandfather, great uncle to my cousins, and my sister Anna is here too. Billy Bird, as he was known in the family, Billy, died suddenly from pneumonia in August 1918 at the age of 36 after a routine procedure at MGH. It was a huge blow to his family. It cut short a very promising career that began fresh out of Harvard Law School as a trust-busting young federal prosecutor in New York City and as a political leader in Teddy Roosevelt's Progressive Party movement, while also making headlines battling the corrupt New York City political machines. Then coming back to Massachusetts as a Boston newspaper publisher in 1917, and his final role as a future leader of Bird & Son. His sudden death was devastating to his wife, Marjorie, and their 3 young children, Mary, Anne, and Frances. As it was also to his parents, Charles Sumner Bird and Anna, all who could never really recover from the loss of their son, husband, and father. But his parents realized there was no better way to express the family grief than to take this land they owned here, originally designated to provide homes for Bird Son employees, and create a beautiful landscape park that company workers and neighbors could enjoy. It was a perfect way to deal with their grief, envisioning that it would provide something very special for the people who made the Bird Company such a success. Those working on the grueling factory front lines, and to those managing the company. Park, and it also helped to keep secure Walpole as a very vibrant community, and it has. This was a vision of Charles Sumner Bird and his wife Anna, and to this day, 100 years later, the park thrives, and much thanks to the trustees and its supporters, like the Friends of Bird Park. I knew Billy's parents, his wife, and his children would be thrilled to know the park now was still the vibrant place they envisioned and remained all these years such an important part of this community.
Thank you, Frank, and especially Frank has been the historian, and I grew up in Walpole.